everyone, welcome to the chaos that is our house at the moment. My husband is painting our typical toy room, so everything has been moved into our living room. We have been living in complete chaos until it is finished, so as we're getting ready to complete that project and move things back to where they go, I thought it would be a good time to go through all the toys, kind of better organize them, maybe declutter some, and just make things work a little better. So I thought I would take you on that journey with me, especially when it comes to organization, because I feel like, any tips or tricks that I might learn along the way could be useful for you. And this is something that we typically do for Christmas, so that we can kind of better organize things, get rid of some things that we're not using anymore, and make room for the new that is gonna come during the Christmas season. And we always pick a couple items to donate, and we have the kids do that. We have them actually pick the ones that they want to donate to the kids who don't have toys, or the ones who need help with getting toys. So it's a really good exercise. I would really recommend doing this. I think it's just a good lesson to help your kids, especially as we enter the Christmas season, where it is the spirit of giving. So without further ado, we will get started. So to get started, I will just show you a quick overview of what we are working with. As I said, my house is currently chaos. We have everything everywhere, kind of just all over this main room on our, first floor of our house. So to go ahead and get started, the first thing we have to do is just go through each and every bucket, basket, bag, whatever it is, to make sure that we are, cleaning things out, throwing away toys that are broken or trash that has somehow made its way into the baskets, and kind of just separate. Juliana is now a year plus. So a lot of these baby toys are no longer needed. And baby toys specifically, they go through so fast. Like, they need a certain toy for one certain developmental stage, and then they've grown out of it. And that stage could last, somewhere between 1 to 3 months. So really, I want to figure out a good solution during this time for the baby items, because really you don't need those around very long. They don't last in your toy rotation very long. So I do want to make sure I figure out something for that. But anyway, so the first thing that I'm going to show you today is me just kind of going through everything, sorting it into piles and kind of going through everything. After that, I will show you the kind of after and how everything is organized, and I will explain where we put things and why, and that sort of thing. So here we are. I'll let you listen to a little music while I kind of just go through things. And it is easier, let me just add, to do this without kids. If you have kids home, I would let them play in a different room somewhere and kind of try to do this without them, or send them to grandma's house or whatever it might be. But it definitely is easier to do this without kids until you get to the donation part, because I really do like to do the donation items with my children. have kind of seen as I've been organizing, I have so many different bins, boxes, bags, Ziplocs, you name it. Before I started this project, I wanted to make sure that I had the size container that I would need to organize anything. So I went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of bins. I went to Target and bought a bunch of bins. I ordered some offline, and I just had a bunch of different options so that when time came to it, I had just things to try in some containers. I could put it in other containers if I needed or whatnot. But that is something I would definitely recommend doing to make sure that you have places for everything. And now here you can kind of see this is where Isabel is literally going through all her dress up items and every single one of her stuffed animals to see what she wants to keep and what she wants to give away. And she did a really good job doing this. So once we finish this section, I'll show you kind of where we are. But she wanted to go through every single thing, and she did a really great job actually choosing to donate some items, because there are some times where she doesn't want to give anything away, and I guess that's okay too, but she did a really good job this time. So here's what we have so far, 3 big bags of giveaway. Now the next thing I'm doing here is tackling the baby stuff that I said I wanted to come up with a solution for. So what I decided to do was I went online and I looked up the developmental stages of, a 0 to 3 month, a 3 to 6, a 6 to 9, that sort of thing. And I wrote down on a sheet of paper on my computer, I guess I did, the different developmental stages that they go through. And then I went online and searched for toys that would be good for that developmental stage. So then I made a list of the stage and the toys that are going to go in that. Anything that fell outside of those toys, I'm donating. Anything that falls inside of those toys that we have, I got these banker boxes, and I'm just gonna label them, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, and I'm gonna use that list to know which box they need to go into. And then I'm printing off the developmental stage with the toys on the list, putting it on the box and in the box, and then putting those toys in the box, and then I will keep those up in the attic with the clothes for that age. That way I can rotate it much easier, and we have the toys kind of out of the way, and they don't need to be, in our toy system. So I think that's going to work out really, really well for us, and it makes birthday and Christmas lists so much easier, because if I need to know what to get a baby, I literally can just look at that list. I also have it on my computer, so I don't need to go to the bins to see, what I need. But I can just look at that list and I can tell people this is good ideas, or I can look at it for myself and say, these are good ideas, this is what I need. So I think I really, really, really am looking forward to using that system with our next baby. And now here I have pretty much everything organized, even though it doesn't look that way. I have everything kind of organized in the pile that I want and in the box that I want, and I'm trying to just get things, put away where I might want it to go. We have a shelf that used to sit out on that sun porch where you can kind of see Juliana playing with her pickler triangle there. We had a shelf that sat out there, which works really well in the, summer, spring, fall time when it's nice outside, but it's not a 4 seasons room. It's not, glassed in. So in the wintertime, we can't hang out there. So I don't really like that I have our extra toys out there. So I had Dan move that down to the basement, and I'll show you how I have figured that out and organized that in a couple minutes when I get to the after. But in the spring, summer, fall, I like to have the pickler triangle and the kitchen set outside on that porch, because it gives them a chance to be outside in a safe space where they can, play outside, and I don't have to be with them because it is enclosed and it does have a door. So it, they're kind of locked in there, except for they can come in the house. So I really like that system for the 3 seasons. And then in the winter, you'll see at the end, because by the time this video is being filmed and being on bed rest and all that kind of stuff, it's winter. So the pickler triangle will just come inside and kind of be where the kitchen is now. And then I will have Dan move the kitchen downstairs to the basement so that they can still play with it in the wintertime, because that really is a favorite. Both girls really do love playing with the kitchen set. Okay, I am finally done. Here is what we have in our main play area on the first floor. We have this 6-shelf organization cube and 1 toy kind of per cube. I have about 3 for Juliana, 3 for Isabel, and then a couple that they both like. And then here is where the pickler triangle kind of goes in the winter. Over here is the main, the other part of the main play area, and I just have these bins. I've got in this one up here a sensory Play-Doh. Here I have coloring, and then underneath I have a manipulative, which is Duplo at the moment, but we will rotate these. This is just diaper stuff. Here we have something Isabel is more interested in, her baby doll accessories, and here's something Juliana's more interested in, little people figurines. Under here are the crayons, markers, and arts and crafts stuff that we have downstairs, and then an oversized coloring book that didn't fit. Right next to it we have our stuffed animals and baby dolls, and we just keep it in this oversized bin. And then here is the shelf that we moved downstairs that we keep the toy rotation stuff. Up on the top we have magnetiles, blocks, waffle blocks, our manipulatives that we rotate, puzzles, music, dinosaurs, guys, transportation. This is all stuff we can rotate upstairs. And then these bottom shelves are one's stuff Isabel's more interested in, and the bottom is more Juliana's interests, and I'll just rotate that for their personal shelves. And then I threw these mats down for an extra winter play space for them. So that's all I have. I hope that this organization is inspiring and helps you do it before the Christmas season. I'll see you guys in the next video.